Facebook and YouTube. Good morning, Tammy.
Good morning.
This is Tammy Nelson. And where are you, Tammy?
I am in St. George, Utah.
Oh, in Utah.
Yep.
Fun.
Yes.
That's fun. I actually just had an hour and a half long string of text messages with a scammer yesterday, and I told him I lived in Utah and that my name was William Wonka and I owned a chocolate factory. And he was just carrying on the longest conversation.
That's so funny.
He said, "Oh, I've never been to Utah." I'm like, "Oh, this guy actually thinks I'm being strung along here and that I actually make chocolate for a living." Oh my gosh.
Funny.
Well, tell us a little bit about Tammy and your THM story.
Well, I am a kitchen manager at an elementary school, also known as a lunch lady. I've been following THM for about 10 years. I was close to goal weight when I started, and now I'm way above it thanks to hormones and perimenopause and all that. But that's okay. So I'm almost 55. I started on, thank you. I started on the Kiora semaglutide
Oh, cool.
9 years ago. So I've lost 6 pounds on that. So that's
good for you. How do you feel on it? Do you feel good?
I feel pretty good. Yeah. Yep.
That's awesome. Good for you. I'm loving it. I'm feeling, I love the, I was able to say no to temptations, but I still had to listen to the food noise. It was still there getting on my nerves, even though I didn't answer the call of the food noise.
Yes.
I sure had to listen to it. And it's gone. And I love that. I love that about this.
Mine hasn't gone away yet.
It hasn't.
No, it's, I mean, I don't think it's as loud as it used to be, but it's still there.
Yeah. And I would say that's this week I went up a dose and last week, and my noise was gone for the entire week. Well, now this week I'm on that same dose and it's not as gone, but it's so much quieter than it used to be. It's so much less intrusive in my day. And that's what I love. I love not feeling like I'm under siege all the time by food calling out to you and thinking, when's lunch? I just finished breakfast.
I know. Yes.
Oh, well, Tammy and I are going to make peanut butter cup cheesecake bowls. And I can get on board with peanut butter cups for breakfast. Let me tell you, I love
anytime.
And I know Mallory's watching. She loves peanut butter. So she's probably going to get right on board with making this recipe. All right. So do you have, and I meant to ask you this, do you have some sort of either food processor or Ninja chopper to blend up our cottage cheese?
Yeah. What would be better? I mean, I have an immersion blender, a food processor.
Either an immersion blender or like a little chopper type thing if you have something like that. Either one.
I'll get my immersion blender.
Okay, yeah. Aren't her cabinets gorgeous, you guys? They are such a beautiful color. I'm obsessed. They're so pretty.
All right, got that.
Right. So whatever type of container or bowl works best for you to use your immersion blender is fine. And we'll just mix these ingredients together and blend them up. And anybody could totally make this recipe without blending. But I think when it comes to mixing ingredients into cottage cheese, that is just so good blended. It tastes like cheesecake that way and not like I'm eating flavored cottage cheese. Okay. I've never been a fan of like pineapple cottage cheese, like chunks of fruit in my chunky cottage cheese. But you blend it and put the pineapple in and I'm all good. I don't know what is up with that. It's just my head, I guess.
We're all different textures. I've never tried it blended, so I'm
I love it. Do you like yogurt?
No, not really. Sorry. Right when you're taking a drink. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, this is more,
But I like
I'd
cottage
say
cheese.
you do like cottage cheese?
Yes, and I
Yeah.
like cheesecake, so I think I will like this.
Yeah. When it's blended, the funny thing is, I'd had blended cottage cheese before and liked it, but ever since I started the GLP-1, I cannot stand the texture of unblended cottage cheese. And I have
Wow.
loved cottage cheese since I was a little girl. We'd go out to eat and they'd say, "Do you want, coleslaw? Do you want a side veg? What do you want with it?" And I'd say, "Can I have cottage cheese?" Every time. And I'd
That's
have a bowl of
funny.
cottage cheese. I loved it. Now I can barely stomach it.
Oh, that's crazy.
But you blend it and I'm all good.
And
So,
you're good.
yeah. All right. So, we're going to take 1 cup of cottage cheese. And this can be, for those watching, this can be 1%, 2%. This is an S. So, you can use any fat.
Okay.
She's got my favorite cottage cheese there.
Yes, I love this.
I can handle the texture of that one a little more than others because it's tiny curds.
Yeah, it's little curds.
And it's not watery. I think that's what's getting me lately is like watery cottage cheese.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do it. All right, we're going to add to that 2 tablespoons of cocoa. And people could add, look at you. You're like Martha Stewart.
I know, I did like a cooking show.
She's like legit cooking show
I've
here.
wanted to do this all my life. I'm finally on a cooking show.
Oh my gosh. To that, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of super sweet or swerve. Now, before you put that in there, a good reminder is I am a sweet girl. I like things sweet. A tablespoon of super sweet for some people is going to be way too sweet. So gauge this based on your preference. If you are a super sweet girl, put the whole thing in. Yeah.
I'm a super sweet.
I put a whole teaspoon of super sweet in my coffee. And when I was in at the cafe and I asked for a tablespoon of super sweet, Pearl looks at me. She said, "Did you mean gentle?" And I'm like, "No."
No.
She couldn't believe it. She said, "I can't believe you put that much sweetener in your coffee." I'm like,
Yeah.
Super sweet's delicious. I love it. I could care less if I ever have gentle sweet in my house. I love super sweet. All right. So add to that a teaspoon of vanilla.
That one I didn't pre-measure.
I measure with my heart. Glow.
I do sometimes.
And then just a sprinkle of salt.
Oh, there's a measuring spoon in there.
There you go.
No.
I find those all the time. I'm like, what happened to my tablespoon? There it is. And then you're just going to blend that up with your immersion blender. Get it as silky smooth as you can. Hey, Donna. Happy anniversary, Jackie. That's so amazing. 42 years married. That's incredible.
Wow.
This year is my 25th.
Nice. I've been married 34.
That's awesome. That's a long time, and it's so unheard of these years.
Yep.
Awesome. Yes, Mallory, this is my recipe. It's like I hesitate to call some of these things recipes because they're just a few ingredients that I sling in a bowl, but
that's the recipe.
I guess
Ingredients that you put together. I think I need a better immersion blender. Mine doesn't get very creamy.
I think food processors don't work as well for this because it's a single serve. Like if you're making a big batch of something, a food processor works great, but a small amount, it doesn't work as well. The Ninja Chopper, I use that a lot.
Yeah. We'll just pretend this is creamy. It's kind of creamy.
It works. How does it taste?
Yes, very good.
Oh, good. All right. So now in a separate dish, just a little dish, we're going to microwave a couple of ingredients.
Okay.
We are going to do customer support is trying to text me. I'm like, I'm live. Leave me alone. Oh, it's over here. I'm looking for the ingredients. It is 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter.
Okay.
Yum. That looks like my favorite kind. Okay, so yeah, you can use that to melt and just add either a half a teaspoon of coconut oil or a half teaspoon of MCT oil just to thin it out a tiny bit. And then we're going to microwave that. I usually microwave just like 20 seconds and give it a stir. We just want it to the point where it can drizzle. Okay. And when we put this back on our cottage cheese, after it's been melted, it's going to we're just going to kind of drizzle it onto our cottage cheese and not like completely stir it in, but just kind of swirl it in because as the warm peanut butter combines with the colder cottage cheese, it's going to kind of firm up a little bit and it's just going to be fudgy and decadent. This is a great lunch, snack, dessert. If you choose to up your protein, I mean, a cup of cottage cheese has a fair amount of protein, but you could always use, instead of sweetener and cocoa, you could use the optimized chocolate whey as well. Okay. And that would be a great way to up the protein too and still be just as delicious. Dory, we are making peanut butter cup cheesecake bowls. Super easy recipe to make.
All right. Let's drizzle this on.
Oh, it looks beautiful. Melty peanut butter. I love peanut butter straight out of the microwave. It is when it is all melty and gooey. So good. I think I'm going to make this for my after. Oh, no, I can't make it for my snack. I ran out of cottage cheese.
Oh, no.
I think I need to go to the store because now I really want to make this. Have you ever made my brownie batter bowl? With cottage brownie batter cheesecake bowl. That one is really good too.
Try that.
Really, really good. Oh, that looks yummy.
Yum, yum. Let's
give it a taste.
Oh, that's good. So good.
Right? That's dessert. That's dessert. Shirley wants to know if she could use Greek yogurt. Yeah, sure you could. You could totally make this a yogurt bowl. It would taste, it would taste like peanut butter cup yogurt. The cottage cheese gives it cheesecake.
Yeah.
Excuse me, the hiccups. But you could even put a little bit of cheesecake extract into yogurt and it would have kind of a cheesecakey flavor. Yeah.
Awesome. Where do you get cheesecake extract?
Watkins makes it. I've found it at Walmart before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's one of those ones hit or miss. You might find it, but it takes very little to taste good. Too much, it tastes like cheesecake extract.
Yeah.
It changes the flavor. The other thing that you can do in yogurt is to put just a touch, like even just a half a teaspoon of lemon juice will kind of give it a bit of a cheesecakey flavor. So there. Yay! Yummy. Well, now you have a yummy breakfast to enjoy.
Yes, I do.
Make sure, if you would, when you're done, take a photo, take a selfie. We'd love to put you on the website with the recipe if you're willing.
Okay. So
take a picture of your recipe and we'll throw it up on the website and everybody can go make peanut butter cup cheesecake bowls.
Yes, super easy.
Well, thank you so much for doing this. It's so nice to finally meet you. You see these names all the time and you base everything you know about somebody on a profile picture and a couple of chats. And it's so nice to get to see somebody.
Yes, it is. Yes, this has been fun.
Yay. All right. Well, I'm going to hit end. You can stay right there for a minute and I'll talk to you after. But thank you guys for joining us. It's been fun. I hope you all have an amazing Tuesday and go eat something on plan. For crying out loud. All right.